Okay, so now we're going to do a little bit of practice on nucleosides and nucleotides. So this first question, you guys should go ahead and do these on your own, and I'm going to go through the answers. But the first question asks to identify each of the following as a nucleoside or a nucleotide. So the main difference between a nucleoside and the nucleotide is going to be whether it has a phosphate group or not. As you look above in this chart, the nucleosides don't have phosphates, nucleotides do have phosphates. So that's going to be our main distinguisher. So deoxythymidine, thymidine does not have a phosphate group on it, so it's going to be a side, nucleoside. Deoxyadenosine 5' monophosphate does have a phosphate, so it's going to be a nucleotide. Uridine is going to be a nucleoside. It doesn't have the phosphate. And then again, cytidine 5' monophosphate is going to be a nucleotide. Looks really weird. Because it has the phosphate. Okay, last one, draw the structure of deoxyadenosine 5' monophosphate. So lowercase d, AMP. Okay, so I like to start out with the sugar personally. So that's where we're going to start here. So I'm going to draw my basic sugar with my 5-membered ring. I'm going to draw my lines. Okay, so I know that there's OH here, HH. I always just remember that these two, the outside two, have H's on the bottom, the inner two have H's on, or OH's on the bottom. But because we have deoxy, this is going to be a hydrogen too. Let's put that in a different color. So deoxy, so we have our hydrogen there. Then we need to add in our adenosine or adenine base to make this an adenosine. So I have my cheat sheet on the side right here that I'm looking at. We have that 5-membered ring, which I drew really badly. There we go. Next to a 6-membered ring. Add in all of our decorations here. So just being careful to make sure we have everything exactly correct on that structure. So we have, we'll go ahead and label these things. Here we have our deoxyribose. Up here we have our adenine. And it says 5' monophosphate. So we do have that phosphate on there for the nucleotide. So at the C5' position, so remember this is 5', we're going to have our phosphorus or phosphate. I will tell you the orientation of like which one of these is double bond on the end. Like if I put it like this is correct, or if I swapped these and put the negative charge up here, that's also correct. These all kind of go any direction. Yeah, that is our practice on nucleotides and nucleosides.